Hello everyone, welcome back to stream. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well on this fine day. I just hope you're doing well. Welcome back to family. Sorry for those of you guys got like a brief interruption when the stream was starting up. I was worried that the connection might be having some issues, but it looks like it's stabilized now, so that's good. Sometimes you have to restart. Sometimes you have to restart just to make it all kind of fit together. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird like that. I've not been able to fix it perfectly. It's an OBS issue, but it looks like things are more or less stable now. So that's good. That's good. And now you'll be able to see things. So welcome in. Yeah, there should be. If you guys are seeing a delay, that's not good. But if everything is working out fine, then we're good. We're golden. We're golden, so that's ideal. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get ready. We have a debate today. It's gonna be exciting times. It's gonna be between Emperor Vader, Emperor Noxy, and former President Rexz. So, and they're two sides of this threshold of debate. There's also one other candidate, Sus Chicken Man, who's unfortunately unable to make the debate today. All the other candidates, Bob, Gray, they've all dropped out in favor of one candidate or another. So that's going to be some interesting developments there. The debate is for the Republic. The Republic is our nation, and it's to control the presidency. Now, on one side is the Imperials. Is the Imperial side by Emperor Vader, and the other side is Rexz, who would be gives more of a choice kind of thing here. So yeah, you're welcome to join us in everything, guys. And of course, there's a lot of really interesting stuff going on. So yeah, so welcome in. Let's go ahead and get on the server. If you need to just get the information, just do !SMP, and we could go. Hello, Leggy and Pep. See girl and Damio, welcome in. Hey, C9, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Okay, where in the world did we end up? Yeah, let's just teleport back to our village. Just say hello to everyone, and go and just say hello and hello everyone. Your happiness is important. I want you to be free. Okay. For some reason, Twitch decided for you to log up anyway. You have appeared. Welcome back, Greg. Yeah. It should be free play. Free play is the way that we're all over here. So yeah. So that's good. Let's see here. I just want to make sure all my settings are correct, so that we're all kind of ready to go. And I'm of course dressed up in my best for hosting the debate. That's right, I'm hosting, so we're good. We're good to go. We're gonna have some like good times, and we're just gonna show the people that we mean business. That we're gonna ask the hard questions. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Townscape is still in beta, so not quite there yet. But we'll be there. Did we get a newspaper yet? Nope. Same case. Let's see here. Please don't grieve. Joining OMS is an act of treason. Did you know that joining OMS is an act of treason? Who knows? Is OMS really an act of treason though? I don't know. I don't think so. It has been asked. I have been asked, ladies and gentlemen, to show an image related to debate now. I'll put it down. You know what? Maybe I'll just give Minecraft chat first.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sue.
That's my name.
Yes, it is in fact your name.
Sorry, Sina, you had to go.
I had it written down wrong.
I was told to show a particular piece of artwork.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about? No, I know what you're talking about.
So I was gonna go do that now on my stream.
I have an ad.
I gotta look here.
Oh, I have an ad for the next 20 seconds.
Oh, why does this not capture
it's sick.
Did you pay?
Let's see. Window
Yes.
capture, Discord
Just took
window.
someone's bread.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was just
there it
bread
goes.
for if anyone needed.
Oh,
Do you see that? Look
oh,
at that.
crap.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, vote
And
for
then-
Noxy.
It's
Yep.
his presidential thing.
Looks like the
Oh.
emperor. You know, he looks very dashing, and look at
Let's
his.
see. I'm gonna try and guess what type of Star Destroyer that is. Is it just an ISD-2 or 1?
No matter. Just a.
Yeah, just a good looking content right there. Here, let me get the bigger version.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
Mira made that.
Yeah, Mira's really good at art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that.
It is that's the
Look
thing
at
she's
that.
been working on for so long.
There you go, nice and big. Now I can see everything.
It's beautiful.
It is. And she managed to capture your flowing locks.
yeah. Yeah.
You have quite
Your wife.
quite the guard, Noxy.
Oh, and
Yeah,
the purple going into yellow for the words. That's cool.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
the
Emperor's color.
Empire color scheme. You know,
The Empire color scheme is pretty good. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Purple and yellow are complementary colors, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked out very good. Nice work. Nice work.
Thank you.
Okay. But yeah. This is a critical debate. This is a critical debate between two divided opinions on where the Republic should go.
I think it's
what?
what 3 separate big parties, unless there's one not OMS leading.
Well, Sus Chicken Man is running, but I don't think Sus Chicken Man's part of a party. And also Sus Chicken Man is not in part of this debate because he said he couldn't make it. So.
Where's Ray?
So really only.
So
two
it's
people.
really between neutrality and supporting the best nation in the Loft, the Imperials.
Is that it? Is that your description of it? Yes. Okay.
That is my
That's
description.
one way to take it, I guess.
Well, I'd say right now this is just a fight, a debate between two people who know each other very well and both want the best for this nation, but
What?
only one of them really knows what's best.
Wait, isn't Rexz forcefully a part of the Valentine, however you pronounce it, family? Valentine family. Valentine family. Isn't Rexz forcefully a part of that?
Yep. Also,
Yeah.
happy late Valentine's Day, everybody.
Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's.
I never.
I didn't expect that.
Might
I-
Oh, thank you for
just
the
grab
like. I
this thing
appreciate
here
that.
for a
Shout
little
out for our
second
friend
to say
Claire,
something.
guys. Give Claire a follow.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna keep on
Hello,
fucking
everyone. As we gather here for this debate, I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm just taking your stage for a little second. As we gather here for this debate, we watch as Noxy goes up against Rexz. Now, personally, I just like to say that rooting for you, Mr. Emperor, man. Rooting for
Thank
you.
you.
Sorry,
I
Rexz.
hate you, David. Sit down.
I'm sorry, Rexz. But
Is that anything?
You're-
Anything you want to say, Mr. President? Is it
well, I mean, all I've got left to say is, Kevin, go ahead and host the debate.
Very well. I would like to request that everyone who is not currently part of the debate to join the audience and leave the debate stage, please. Just so that people actually know who is talking. And by that I mean just you could stand outside the perimeter. That would be
I have 4 guards because we're at war right now. Is that okay?
Mhm.
maybe they could stand like off the podium perhaps.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not too. Yeah, having to stand right here.
Don't worry,
I'm
Noxy.
still-
Your skin is
I'm-
tough enough to not get killed.
I mean, technically we're also at war, but that's because of you. So
You
Yeah.
don't want this
I'm-
one penguin, man.
I'm not running.
Yeah, this
I'm
place
just
ain't
still
safe
at
no
my
more.
stand to prevent griefing.
Shadow, just stand outside the debate stage, please. I don't think you're part of the guards.
No, no,
I
he's not.
am standing here to prevent griefing, so no one steals it.
Shadow, no one's
And
gonna,
I'm going
no
to
one's,
run next
no,
to
one,
it.
no one's gonna
Do
grief
it.
Shadow.
Stand- Just
No.
stand
No.
over here.
Shadow, if somebody
If it-
grieves it, you
if
can
it-
just tell a staff member.
Yeah,
no
there's
one's gonna steal
literally
Yeah, I
these
stand.
could. I
There's
could.
also
That's
there's a
good,
staff
yeah.
member 5 feet from here.
Literally.
Yeah,
2? Hello?
true, yeah.
What a David's
Nah,
half
no
a
one
staff.
likes him.
Excuse me, I worked hard to become a mod. I'm deeply offended.
I like red better. What?
Whoa.
Whoa. Are we allowed to play favorites here?
I don't know. I guess so.
Oh, there's Mira over there. You know, good to see Mira. Okay.
Wait,
Epic
she's not in
artist.
her wheelchair. Hold on. Mira, you gotta sit
sh-
in your wheelchair.
She's been exercising lately.
Always good to do that physical therapy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like first off to welcome, of course, everyone to the debate. This is the 10th presidential debate for the 10th election of the Sioux Republic. This is under the new constitution, as has been the case for the last 2 months. So be aware that your
Yeah.
term, if elected, will last 2 months, and that you will have
8 weeks.
Oh, sorry, 8 weeks. My apologies. There's a slight difference on there. And that should you be elected, you have nearly unlimited authority over the Republic, given that the Constitution really just kind of is kind of written that way. Den. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. These questions are to gauge whether or not you are qualified to lead the Republic, and also what your positions are and desires are for this nation leading into it. The voters will then be able to decide between the two of you, I suppose 3 of you, including Sus Chicken Man, who deserves to be our next president. Obviously, that David, being the current president, cannot run again as per the Constitution rules, so he is not running. Emperor Vader and Rexz, you are both have your unique positions as, of course, Emperor Vader, you are the leader of the Chicken Empire, who is the liege lord of the Republic, and Rexz, you are the former president of the Republic. So you both have known histories with the Republic. So I think
Right.
that's going to be something that we will also look into in regards to your positions. Do you either of you have any questions regarding this debate or the format?
Nope. I think I'm good.
I don't think
I have a question.
Okay, we have a question from the audience. Yes, Shadow.
Can I just rejoin the race for the funnies?
I'm gonna say no.
Ow.
It's kind of a little late, you know.
Yeah, like you know, like you literally came in and you leave. Like you can't just mess around here, Shadow. You know.
Yeah, isn't the actual election going to start
Correct.
this weekend or
Yes,
something?
I will be posting up the election voting ballots after this debate. So once this debate, after the stream. So once the stream finishes, we will be putting up the vote, and then you can go ahead and everyone could go and vote for who's gonna win. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? You know, it could be anyone. Welcome in here, by the way.
It's going to be a close race. That's all we can really predict. Is going to be a close race.
I would think so. So if you have an opinion one way or the other on who you want to win, I recommend you vote. Yeah, you know what they say: vote early, vote often. So
That's right.
very well. I have a number of questions, but before we get to them, we will begin with a opening statement. And to make this fair, I am going to randomly decide who gives the first opening statement by rolling a dice or something.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I wonder if Me6 can do that. Can Me6 do dice?
Do heads or tails or something? Maybe?
You can also just go on Google and type in coin flip.
No, but I want this to be fair. I want you guys.
Coin flips are fair.
Well, I want you guys to be able to witness it. There we go,
right.
Dinobot. Here goes. Dinobot can do it. Okay, I'm doing some Minecraft challenge. Here we go. Okay. I will say that if it's odd, Noxy, you'll go first, and if it's even, Rexz will go first.
Sounds like it's gonna be interesting.
It looks like I apparently do not know how to roll a dice. I'll just.
You can't roll 2.
Yeah, I guess it's only a D4. Yeah. Okay, it is odd. It is odd. So looks like Emperor Vader, you are the first to go up.
All right. So I can just begin whenever?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Greetings, my friends from the Super Republic. You all know me, Emperor Neurixius Quartus Valentine. In recent times, I have reassumed position as leader of the Empire, and I'm leading my people's efforts once more in a conflict against new threats. Once, you were all that threat, but that is a bygone time, and many months after our conflict, I come to you to run as your president. No longer shall we look at each other with distaste. It is time for the Chicken Empire and the Super Republic to join as one and end these conflicts, to better the land of the Loft as a whole. I will strengthen your military, your economy, your cities, and everyone in the Republic. Also, I am happy to announce that after this term, the Empire will be waiving the restrictions set upon the Republic after our treaty at Bokton. The Republic will once more be a completely independent nation. Though I'm afraid in the fullness of that, we will have to wait for Rexz in particular. I hope you all vote in the Republic's best interest in this election and support the only candidate that can give you true progress and true freedom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Noxy. Okay, Rexz, your opening statement.
Okay. Hello all again. As you can see, I am running for president again. Why, you may ask? I feel like the freedom within the Republic has faded. With the new war, it seems like the Republic was pulled to one side without people getting a say. I'm advocating for this, or for the people to have their choice, to not split the Republic, for freedoms and thoughts. As well, I would love to make the community great and I strive for togetherness. Maybe having more events, or by doing more things together. Heck, I even encourage people to say their ideas. I want the Republic to be for the people. I want the people's choices, and if I win, I would advocate for the people. My motto, my words, your choice, means two different things. I speak what I think is best, and it is the people's choice if they want me or not. As well, I listen to the people's choices and use words and actions to make these things come true. I want the Republic to be a welcoming community, to protect everyone's beliefs, protect everyone's rights, and to protect everyone's ideas. I want to bring people together. I want to help flourish this amazing place. I want the people to feel like they have control. I love and value the people, and I want to help them.
Thank you very much, Rexz. Given that both of your opening statements, I have to, of course, come to our first question. This will be individual for each of you, but they're both related. And that, of course, is in relation to your histories with the Republic. Now, Emperor Vader, you have mentioned a little bit about this in your opening statement, but you are the leader of the Chicken Empire, which was previously at war with the Republic, and now is the liege lord of the Republic itself. Do you feel that your history will affect, your history with the Republic will affect how you would lead the Republic should you be elected?
There's no doubt that it will affect the way I run the Republic. Now, the way it affects it may not be as apparent to everyone as it may seem. You may think that I would run the Republic in a biased way to its detriment. However, I would remind everyone that in the concept of freedom, who gave the Republic the most freedom? I turned the Republic from a kingdom into a republic, so the fact that any of you are having elections in the first place is a byproduct of my will on the server. So I will help this nation. I've helped y'all before. And even though we had our struggles and differences, there is no better person to run the Republic than me.
Thank you, Noxy. Similarly, Rexz, you are, via the Treaty of Bocton, you are in some ways considered forced into the family of the Chicken Empire, and some may question your independence in regards to that relation. How would you address that should you be elected again?
Last presidency, there was no problem in me running and me being able to run the presidency and the Republic on my own. I doubt that this time there will not be that same issue, as even though war is occurring, Noxy has like 4 guards around him and I have 0, so I feel like importance over if I'm checked isn't the worst. As well, I feel like Noxy has enough trust in me to run the Republic, since he's letting me in the debate right now.
It is a valid point, and I'm glad you brought up the war, because that is our next question. Now, as many yes, is there a comment?
I'm sorry, Kevin. This might be a little late, but instead of running for the original positions, can I potentially run for the governor of Clifftown?
There are no longer any governorships according to the new constitution.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what positions are there?
The presidency. And me, I suppose.
That's the only one.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yep. You could blame Den for that.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure.
Kevin?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, I never finished it, so. The Chicken Empire, and to a certain extent the Republic, is at war against OMS and the Woodland Nation. Now, I believe the Republic is only part of one of those 2 wars technically, although I'm not entirely sure on that matter. It is a bit of a complicated situation. Now, given that these 2 wars have arisen more or less around the same time, or rather they are occurring at the same time, that'd be a more accurate statement. What would your position be in regards to the Republic and these wars? Why don't we go ahead, Noxy, and start? Why don't we go with you, Rexz, and start with you, and then we'll go to Noxy for the next question.
How would I deal with the current war? Well, first off, I cannot stop the war. It's not anything Republic related, of course. It's between OMS and the Woodland. I think it's the Woodland Nation. I think, yeah. The Woodland Nation, and it's between those 2 groups and the Empire. So it's not right for us to tell them to stop their war. It's not our business. However, it is our business if we are dragged into one side or the other. I fear that if we are dragged into one side or the other, each side will be torn apart. The Republic will be. There's multiple people in the Republic that are part of the OMS side or part of the Empire side, and so it's unfair for us to split ourselves up when we could remain together and still help each side, and then let the individual people choose on what side they want to be on.
Interesting. Good to see you.
We could remain a
Hey,
neutral
Rupert.
space, and we could be helpful in like economics, which are selling things to each side, which could be economics, a good economic gain that we could have, or we could
FHF.
and the Republic, if we have neutrality, we could bring more people into the Republic and gather in community and let people experience the Loft and not have to worry about the war that is, well, very, very much prevalent. Whereas if we were siding with one side or another, first off,
Tristan.
it would not be great for the members that are a part of the one or the other side. And it will... I fear it will then deter people from our community. I fear that we would I've seen people get overwhelmed with the war, and that and they then decide to not be a part of us or our community just because of that. So I feel like we could be a neutral spot, and when people are ready, they can choose a side and
Safari,
pick
thank you
what
so
side
much.
they would want to fight on, instead of us choosing the side for them.
Thank you, Rexz. I appreciate your answer, and I just gonna take a quick moment to thank our sponsor, Safari, for rating us. Thank you so much for your kindness and everything. If our moderation team can go ahead and give a shout out to Safari for rating us, we appreciate that. And welcome to the stream. I hope that your stream was fantastic, and I hope that you're doing well. Welcome. We are for those of you who are joining us, we are in the midst of a debate for the presidency of the Republic. It's our 10th election, and we are between Emperor Vader and former President Rexz for this position, and that will decide the future of this nation. Of course, I want to go ahead and say thank our friends Tim for tipping us there. Tim has a message. Tim says, "For Rexz Girls presidential campaign." I think you're tipping the wrong person if you're trying to give it to Rexz, but I imagine that Tim has clearly stating that he's supporting Rexz Girls in the election and wishes others to know as well. So,
Yes,
but yes.
Tim.
Yeah. So it looks like we got some campaign advertising going on here. I guess if Noxy has the campaign post at the beginning, Rexz is getting that campaign commercial in the middle of the debate. There's no laws against it. Junior, thank you for following. We are going to go over to you then, Noxy, for the same question, which I will repeat just so that everyone knows. Should you be elected president, what would your position be for the Republic in regards to the OMS war and the Woodland Nation war?
Now, I want to touch on a few points here. I'll
Like,
start my point. I'll respond
Shout out for
to a couple of
Viper.
Rex's points. And I want all of you, even those of you who are diehard fans of OMS or Woodland Nation or just of Rexz in general, I want you to really take what I have to say here into consideration. I recognize the biases that can be held here, but I've got some genuine points. Also, Gavin, can you escort Mr. Stonebarrel out of the area? They're infringing on Kevin's personal space. But anyways,
Just a little.
So, in regards to the two wars that are happening with the Empire right now, first of all, I just want to point out that the premise of the question, that we are at war, is a bit of a overestimation of our enemy's capabilities. Now, usually in war, both sides experience casualties, but we have yet to take hardly one from the engagements we've had so far. So in that regard, I wouldn't call this a war. However, when it comes to the Super Republic's involvement, President David pledged the Republic's support for the war with the Woodland Nation, and if I were to be elected president, I would also pull y'all into the fight with OMS. Now, I know many people dislike that idea because they think people should have a choice. I know Rexz thinks that everyone should have a choice, but the idea of each individual Republic citizen having a choice in this war goes against the very writing of the Treaty of Bocton. Now, I left the Republic alone for quite a while after the war. I let y'all do your own thing. Despite having positions in the government, I rarely ever used that power. I think I used it on 3 bills to veto. I never, the Senate position that y'all, that I was given didn't really hold much sway, and I didn't tell them to vote one way or another. So I've practically given y'all freedom already for quite a while. However, I think it would be high treason at the least to call upon a nation that has lost a major war against its caller and to say that they can't all support them. It seems a bit strange to me that enough people think that the Empire doesn't deserve y'all's support. Now, I recognize that some people may argue, well, why do we need your support anyway if you're winning? And to you, I would say, recognize that the Empire has its own military strategy and respect it, because the more people we have in our fighting force, the more options we have to stop OMS and the Woodland Nation, whether it's by, signing some type of armistice to end the war or, finding a way to surround them or whatever. So yeah, the idea that the Republic is not beholden to the Empire is just a gross opinion in my view, because that goes against the Treaty of Bocton. And Rexz says she wants to bring everyone together, and yet we've already been working towards that, with our mini games and such. And what would bring everyone together and let them experience the Loft, as she says? What would bring them more together than ending these wars? Because if the Republic supported the Empire, how quick would the war end?
Very quickly. Thank you, Emperor Vader, for your answer. You bring up some interesting points. Speaking, you mentioned these mini games between the Empire and the Republic that have been started by President David during his term. Yes, David, you're right there. Yeah, hello. You're also staring at the ground, so you okay there, buddy?
I like watching grass grow.
I mean, that would be cool, except you're like staring at the platform, so.
I'm waiting for the grass to grow through the gem. It's taking a while. Anyways, continue on with the debate.
This is why we have term limits.
Excuse me.
You're not ready. I can say whatever I want to you.
I am still president for as long as no one else is elected. Okay, buddy.
Anyway, yes. Regarding the mini games that happen between the Empire and the Republic to improve relations, do you have a position on these games? And is there anything that you would do to change, stop, or improve upon them during your term? We'll start with you, Noxy, for this question.
All right, yeah. I mean, I attended all 3 of the mini game days. Rexz was also there. David was the host of these, and they were all very, very fun. I enjoyed participating in all of them, and I would certainly continue the games we've currently been using, or currently been playing, which is hide and seek and arena fights and whatnot. But I would add a few games as well. I think a parkour champions or something like that would be pretty fun. But open to ideas there, and I also have a few extra ideas myself. So I would certainly continue those. I think holding some events between the Empire and Republic would also be in everyone's favor, such as meetings between our nations to discuss either war or assisting each other in economical issues, and coming together to bring more beauty to each nation with more buildings and greenery, such like that. So yeah, I would expand the games, bring more games to choose from, and I would certainly continue doing them.
Thank you. And Rexz, your response to this question?
I would also like to continue doing the games. I feel like they are something that is bringing, at least the Kingdom of Su or the Republic of Su community together, as well as other communities together, just showing how we are a good community in the long run. Addition of more games as well are always hide and seek. It was a pretty fun game. However, you can only play hide and seek so many times without unless we continued having different areas, which would be fun, having more areas to play hide and seek. And for other events, of course, I've had a few in mind. However, I would also like the people to suggest games and ideas. I feel like we, as like the leaders, can have our own ideas. However, it's possibly though not what the people want to do. What if the people wanted to do a different game, or they have a really fun game idea that they wanted to try out? I feel like it would be really great to have the community talk, discuss about games, and possibly even replay some of the games the community makes for us.
I think that's certainly an excellent idea. And those sound fun.
May I add one more point?
No, yeah, you are absolutely allowed, by the way, to put rebuttals against each other should you guys want to. There is no limitation on that beyond just talking forever. So feel free to interject if you after someone has finished speaking.
Thank you, Mr. Sue. I would like to say that I think mini games between our nations brings up a opportunity to add a new position to the Republic, which would be, or it could be a co-position between the Empire and the Republic. That would be a mini games manager, someone who could oversee the completion and running of these games. So that could be an interesting position to create if I were to become president.
Is there anyone sorry, go on, Rexz, go ahead.
I fear like that first off is against what the Constitution already asks. I believe a lot, the Constitution is basically focused around having two parties in power, that is Kevin and the president. The manager sounds like an idea, but if they were to if we do add this position, it would have to be first off an unbiased person in this, and hopefully somebody that
I'm gonna stop you right there. I think you misinterpret this position as a governmental position of power. This is strictly someone to oversee the running and completion of these games ahead of time, just to ensure the smoothness of the way they're run. So the idea that this is a yes, that is something you work on, but that is currently what you do. But there have been many times where you finished right before the mini game happened. So I think having this
that
set
is
beforehand would be an advantage, and also bringing up the Constitution doesn't really. I don't see how that's fits in with the topic.
I was more so against if this was a governmental, because you made it sound like it was more so a governmental position that you would add as well. The events that I had to help do and run and manage, there was most of the time I did not know about these events until very short periods of time, between an hour to 30 minutes before they were starting.
That makes sense
I
for
do
the
have to
first one.
say, for the second one, that one was more so planned out, much better. We had the areas, pretty well
I think that's Ollie.
done. Yeah, we had the areas pretty well done after the first one. And I think it was the first one that only had the hiccups happen.
Wouldn't that probably be more an issue of blame on the current president, for not informing you on time?
It would.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was intending a little bit, was that we had less of a time to figure out when and what event was going to happen. The first one, at least. After that, we had more of a knowledge.
Yeah, and this was certainly not a bash on your character by any means, Rexz. It was, as you said, David's fault. But the
Whoa! Hey,
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement that David is to blame here. So
right.
I did my best.
The idea is that this position will give something a new objective to someone that I'm sure will be a fulfilling and entertaining job for someone, as well as provide some smoothness to the way we're doing things, and it would be helpful for you as well to have someone doing it.
The problem with that is the fact that the things I do, I can only do because of certain permissions and commands I have, whereas other people do not have this. So it'd most likely have to be Loft staff, if more so at least for moderating these events to make sure they run smoothly. That is another thing.
That's certainly something we can find.
If people, it has to be at least admins, Loft admins.
I see.
Well, couldn't this position also just be like, more managing what will happen? Like,
exactly.
Plans.
I mean, it could, but that was never more so specified. That was more so.
Oh, that's just how I interpreted what Noxy said.
The point of this, the point, like the most important point of this is that would alleviate us being made aware 10 minutes before.
Maybe. Or as presidents, if we could do our job correctly and run these events correctly, then I don't see why we need that. I mean, I feel like if we want events to happen in, like in the Republic or with people combined, and since we are the face of the Republic, wouldn't it be a bad reflection if the person that, for your role that you were wanting to fill, doesn't hold up to what we can do? I mean, there gets to be a point where you have to make sure the person can run these events and announce these, unlike past presidents.
The president would be there anyway, so
yes,
it'd be
but I feel like it
dual
would
role.
also be a best representation of the Republic to have the president take
So
charge
you
of
don't
it.
advocate for more people being able to be involved with the running of
I
the
mean,
nation?
The people have the choice to come up with these events, so it's not like I'm excluding these people's choices.
If it's your words, their choice, then why can't we have someone who expresses their words? Someone else.
the people can't express their own words that they want? Or their own
No,
choices?
I'm saying that this position is strictly to help with ideas and, making choices, which is your entire campaign. And you're against
the people can't make the choices.
What do you mean the people can't make the choices?
I
People
feel
can
like if
certainly
we
make
have
choices.
the one person that's in charge would be the person in charge. The people
in
wouldn't
charge
be
of
able
managing
to
it, which would encompass many things, such as listening to and bringing forth those ideas. Because as a president, I don't know how many, I know you had a term as president before. However,
Yes.
there was the Senate, there were governors, ministers, there were a lot of people helping you run. I don't know if you've ever run by yourself before, but I have for months, years. So I understand the importance of having multiple roles, whether or not they hold power as someone who is a dictator. So in this specific scenario, I would recommend that you take my advice on this.
I mean, as president and without the help of the ministers and the Senate, I did and was able to successfully run an event. On the inauguration day, where I had to do my speech, and that event went well. It was me planning the event. I mean,
I think that's wonderful. However, I'm not going to only be running events. I'm running on military prowess, economic expansion, keeping these events going, and more that we'll get to later with more questions in the debate. So the idea that I can't run an event myself is just false. The point of it is that you have many aspects of the government to run, and it's nice to have it run smoothly with multiple layers of the government. And I think people who have seen the empire over the years can look. They can use their eyes and see our success and realize, oh wow, that's true. We should have more people assisting with the government that don't specifically hold governmental power. So I stand by having this position. The details of what it will of all of its everything that it needs to do will be given later.
Very well. And this will take us to our next question, which is actually kind of related. This is from the audience. I would like to take it first, just thank the our sponsorship, Viper, for rating us. Thank you so much, Viper. Appreciate that. And to answer the question of our friend, Junior, if you and your 15 friends did want to organize themselves on the Loft, form some sort of group or nation, and attack the Republic and or the Empire, you, I suppose, theoretically can do that. You probably should coordinate that with, the involved parties, but that would certainly be a new story element should everyone agree. So if that was your question, that's the answer to that.
Sorry, but another big thing about that, if you were to attack the Republic or the Empire right now, because like Noxy said in his opening statement, after the war or his term is over, he's willing. No, the war. What did you say, Noxy?
After my term is over?
Yeah, when did you say you're gonna give the Republic full independence again? After war?
I said after this term, if I am elected, I will waive the restrictions of the Treaty of Bocton, minus the one put on Rexz. That one will need to wait for a later point.
Yeah, so that would be tough, because either way you'd be attacking one of the strongest nations on the Loft, so I don't think that'd be a very good idea, even if you have 100 people. We all saw what happened with Kevin. He outnumbered the Empire significantly, and
not by 100 people.
Not by 100 people, but yeah.
They're like Red Cliff all over again.
But that was an inquiry from the audience, and I figured I'd go ahead and let them know the information ahead of time. Should they wish to pursue such an action, they should have discussions with the relevant parties before doing so, because everything is sort of lore, it would be a lore-based thing. But in relation to the previous discussions, there's a question from the audience, which I think has been is relevant to what we were talking about earlier, and that is, how would you manage to organize everything given everything? How would you manage to organize your intentions for the Republic given everything that is currently going on in regards to the Loft and the lore on the Loft? And Rexz, will start with you for this question.
Manage my intentions. I'm going to assume it's like what I want for the Republic. Since I don't think there is much of another explanation. Well, I would of course want, the Republic to have their own freedoms, their own choices. The Loft and everything already, the Loft is like the law. You kind of have to listen to the Loft's rules, and we have to stay within those boundaries. We cannot change those rules. However, other than that, I feel like the Loft is already just a neutral, or supposed to be neutral, place, and letting the players choose for how they want to, and with the outcomes like of the war and of the old war, and how we've grown both sides, the Republic and the Empire. I feel like, again, choices, their own choices, would best reflect on the growth, because the Empire has changed their ways and the Republic has changed their ways, and they both chose to start doing events with each other. That was their choice. It then brings us together in peacefulness. And I feel if we choose a side, another side, like the war somebody was talking about, the people could then wage war against us or the Chicken Empire for how the Republic wanted or was forced to, like if they were forced to be a part of the OMS side or the Empire side. I feel like it would then put the Republic's freedoms and neutrality and choices in harm's way, because we then would have to fight and we would have to go against somebody. And that would be forcing our hands.
I would remind the audience, the voters, that this point was already brought up in the introductions of the debate. So I would also remind you that by the Treaty of Bocton, the Republic citizens are, under the say of the Empire. So, if I want you to engage in war with us, then that's what's going to happen. Now, in regards to freedom, which Rexz is running on, no matter what Rexz does, if I call upon you, you're going to have to come anyway, or it's still treason. It doesn't, no matter who's president, it doesn't change that fact. And I would also say that to anyone who dislikes that, we're at war, and the best way to bring peace in a wartime is to finish the war. Some people say that the Republic is neutral. Like Rexz just said that they want the Republic to remain neutral, and they also say they want citizens to pick sides, and
citizens pick their own sides, not
right. You want the citizens of the nation who's beholden to the Empire to not pick the Empire. That's your primary goal. So, to say that just does not make sense. I recognize that people don't like that they're beholden to the Empire, but like I said, I'm waiving those restrictions once my term is over if I'm elected president. So I can genuinely give you all your freedom. Rexz cannot.
I mean, in the OMS war, didn't the Republic fight against the Empire in certain situations? And yet that wasn't...
No. Never officially.
I believe there were battles where I saw Kevin fighting against.
Yes,
the,
because Kevin switched between the sides himself.
but
The
isn't that
Republic itself
isn't-
always remained neutral.
Kevin
Is it-
did that, and I told him to do it no more, and he did not do it after that.
Is that true, Kevin?
I have not switched sides since the battle. To be fair, that was like 3 months ago, so.
But is what Noxy said true, that he told you to not do that, and so that is why you're not switching sides anymore?
I honestly don't remember that conversation.
So
This is why you're not king
it was-
anymore.
So it wasn't a problem beforehand, and obviously now.
It was a problem.
Kevin, it was if Kevin got to fight in multiple battles against the
Why do you think he
Empire.
stopped? Do you think it was a problem?
What? Could you repeat
think-
that?
Do you think he stopped because it was a problem? Or do you think he just stopped because he was like, don't feel like it?
I think he just stopped because the wars didn't happen again. Because, as Kevin said, the war, the last battle was like 3 months ago. So I mean, there.
I mean, yeah, and you're still
There
calling it a
has been-
war.
That is, I just said battle, so
You
there.
also said war.
I just said battle, anyways. So there are. I mean, the Republic got to fight, and nothing really happened to them. I mean, there was no restrictions. Nothing happened other than apparently, quote unquote, from what you say, you told them to stop, and they did.
That was an act of kindness for me because I recognized the immediate disliking towards the Empire after the war that we had. However, me not putting more restrictions on the Republic after them defying the Treaty of Bokton doesn't mean that I can't. So if you're implying that I should be more harsh on the Republic, that is a odd thing to ask for when you're running for president of the Republic. So I would suggest you speak a bit, you think more before you speak, because that
Well, I am more so
is
saying
not
now.
something that I was trying to do. I was trying
I
to show
am-
kindness.
I mean, in the past, sure. I mean, if you wanted to show kindness, but then shouldn't your past actions reflect about? Shouldn't your current actions reflect upon your past actions? I feel like it's unfair now that the Republic has to fight on a specific side, especially since they weren't told beforehand by Kevin. This is what Kevin says. He does not remember you telling them not to. So before then, it was not a problem. And so what makes it now a problem that you've never said anything against? Kevin doesn't remember saying that the Republic wasn't allowed to fight with the OMS, but now, out of the blue, it's not okay.
I'm happy to answer that. So, Kevin, I forgive you for forgetting about our conversation.
Okay.
And to all the Republic members out there who have sided with OMS in past wars, or battles. I mean, sorry, I got my nomenclature messed up because you guys keep calling it a war. But
It was a war.
I forgive all of you for siding with OMS. That being said, there's no reason for you to continue doing that, and I will not stand for anyone continuing to do that.
Alright, so now it's official that you're not allowed to do that. There's where
It was
comes
official since the Treaty of Bokton.
in. But you allowed it in the treat.
As I said, in an act of kindness, would you like me to, as I said earlier, put more restrictions? Is that what you're asking for while you're running for the president of this nation? Do you
I'm
want
not
this
asking
nation to be more
for-
restricted, or are you running on freedom? Can you make up your mind?
I'm not asking it. When was I ever asking for more restrictions? I'm just more so saying that your ways of restricting since back then have been different and shows inconsistency.
And as I just said, I'll explain that. Do I need to say it again? I think that clears it up. I don't see how me allowing y'all to do it at first because I know there's animosity still, but not doing it now because I want to end the wars. I don't see how that's an issue. However, if you want me to give some different opinion on it, like I don't know what you're asking for here.
How do we know though that the war is going to end if the Republic sides with side with the Empire? How do we know it's going to end?
Now that is a matter of military strategy, and as a general rule of thumb, I keep that in my high command areas. If the Republic does indeed follow the Treaty of Bakhtin and assist us, then I'm sure people like Admiral Chicken Man, whoever's in leadership, will be sitting on those high command meetings to know that military strategy. But I would not openly say that in a debate where members of OMS who support you could be listening.
Thank you for the cheers. Thank you, Gigi. Okay, well that seems to be quite the discussion there. Quick
That
break.
was just a single question that imposed that whole conversation.
Sometimes that's what happens in these debates. We're here to get down to the truth of the discussion, the opinions of everyone. We'll take a moment to go ahead and thank our sponsor Chaos for their cheer. Thank you so much, Chaos. I appreciate these sponsorships for his debate. We're going to move on to a very similar question, and that is that there is clearly you two have a history with each other that has extended for a very, very long time and has only grown more complicated as time has gone on. I would like to ask you about that relationship and how it might affect things going forward. And we'll start with you, Noxy.
Now, Rexz and our relationship goes back to the Red Wedding at White Cliff. I recognize that this... What, did someone have an interjection? Okay, I guess not. Our relationship goes back to then. Rexz often says that they were neutral at that time, and I recognize that, and they're gonna give a whole spiel about how it's the Empire's fault that they're involved in it, and I recognize that that's fine. However, since then, Rexz has not made it any easier to have any type of relationship with them, and I understand that. However, to say that everyone's hands are clean and that it is strictly the Empire's fault for our relationship is a gross underestimation of what genuinely occurred. I'm happy to rehash old ties about how it all started, but in the here and now, at least, Rexz is, a hostage of the Sioux Republic, and I'm allowing them to run for president again because, as I've said many times before, I am a patron of freedom to an extent, and I certainly give more of it than many people have counseled me and told me I should. So our relationship has always been rocky. I've made strides to try and improve it, but I doubt it ever will be better. However, I don't think that will impede on my ability to run a sovereign nation, as I'm already running one and assisting in a few others. So that should be no issue.
Thank you, Noxy. I missed the message when we originally were thanking our sponsor from Chaos. Chaos says Noxy / Popcorn Vader is a great choice for running this term. He trust your local farmer in your vote. Trust your local farmer in your vote to Noxy. No, that's exactly what it says. Trust your local farmer in your vote to Noxy Popcorn Vader.
Thank you, Chaos.
So thank you for your sponsorship, Chaos, for your campaign ad. Rexz, the same question goes to your relationship with Noxy and what that means moving forward.
Of course, our relationship
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that,
when
Helen.
the chickens entirely bombed mine and Senchi's wedding. Of course, a happy day was ruined by unhappy, I guess, actions. And furthermore, then just onto the Treaty of Boston, where the chickens ransacked one of my places of household in solitude and took ideas for my inventions, which I was then forced into a hostage situation because of those, and then still having to do like the clone that Noxy had me build, and once that was destroyed by Awesome Cat, nobody though was around for that to help with the pain of having a father-like figure get brutally murdered in front of you by an opposing force. And as Noxy said, that we are I am a hostage hostage of the Empire now. Of course, I don't always feel like I belong with the House of Valentine or in the Chicken Empire, as I constantly, or they have tried to make efforts, however, not the best efforts to mend the relationship of what they did to me. And I mean, though currently with the relationship we had, Noxy let me run before and he's letting me run again, I highly doubt anything different is going to be happening because of our relationship and everything compared with the first term.
I appreciate you bringing up the good parts, however few they may be to you, of our relationship, and I think in good faith to everything we've both been through, the premise of the question is counterproductive to the idea of bringing the Republic and the Empire together, because that question brings to light all the things that started the war in the first place. So in the nature of that, I think continuing this specific question is counterproductive, but I will say I appreciate you mentioning the strides we've made, even if they've not all been great, because we have been at war and are once more.
I don't think I said anything that related to the fact of where that you guys did anything.
You said we made strides.
And that some strides, very little, or you tried to make strides.
We sure did, but
the best
your
strides.
Reluctance to approve of those strides did not assist the situation in any way. In fact, it probably further worsened them.
Strides.
Also, you know what? If you want to have this conversation, we can have this conversation. Yes, we broke into your house. You're a scientist. You had hardware that would assist us in our military operations. We were at war. You talk about, start at White Cliff. Yes, we were starting a war because, all the chickens supported me in that action because the members of the Sioux Republic who were in the leadership were all present there. There was not a better opportunity for that. And as a war stands, that is the best place to commit that, to get everyone where you want them at one place. So the idea that it was a specifically targeted attack to hurt you and Senshi is wrong.
Wow.
I have apologized to y'all in person before, but I will not apologize for the act overall, as it has led my nation and can lead your nation, the Sioux Republic, to a better standpoint. Furthermore, I have given you free range very often. And in regards to the question, Kevin,
yes.
And voters, our relationship will impede the way we run the nation, and our ability to govern it. In particular for Rexz, because if there are times during the wars that we're currently in that we're asking for assistance with, wars, quote unquote, there may be times when Kat or River or any of the national leaders like Gray, who are against us, decide to target Rexz or House Valentine, in which case their safety would be paramount. So in times like that, they would not be able to govern because they would be sitting in protective places because we're at war. Should the Super Republic assist with that, that would not need to occur, because if Rexz wins the election, they will hopefully have people there to protect them. So
I was gonna say, I thought there were points where I was supposed to, if I won the election, get the extra protection to where it's not needed, to where I couldn't be here for the Republic. I mean, that is what we...
That is true, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I did say that there will be one person who I appoint. You can appoint them, but I'll have to approve them. That will watch over you. However, one person is not adequate to hold off the entirety of the OMS or Woodland Nation military.
And the Woodland Nation or Gray, since when have any of those groups, empires, since when have those groups ever when have they ever spoken against doing anything to me? It's not to the Empire, just to me.
OMS is known for assassinating or attempting to assassinate leadership.
He
that is true.
assassinated the clone of Noxy and right in front of me, but he didn't hurt or do anything to me.
True.
So I feel like if he would have wanted to do something, he would have done it right then and there. But he didn't. So I feel that it is unnecessary to unnecessary to categorize them as somebody that would want to harm a specific person, even though it's shown in the past that I believe I have gotten gifts and items from them, wishing me the best in, well, your guys' care, and hoping just for the best for me. I feel like that wouldn't, that would not, or I feel like that kind of shows that they wouldn't want to hurt me or use me as any leverage.
I see why, based on the electoral support they're giving you in this election, why you would think that. However, this would bring up, one, a point from a previous question, and a second point. The first point it would bring up is the idea that in war, there are casualties. Often, when you're aiming at one thing, you can miss and hit another. So, being a member of House Valentine, you are often oh, someone is on fire. Okay. You would often be in the presence of military happenings, and the idea that Cat, Gray, or River are skilled enough to use weapons in a way that precisely hit only Imperials is wrong. I do not trust them to control their people enough to not accidentally harm you.
Wouldn't that be a biased assessment, considering that you are their enemy?
It is. However, there is data to support that. Look at any engagement we've had. I know there's only been a few battles, but there have been other events where they rescued Gray from Redcliffe. You know, the fights where they tried to assassinate me or I tried to assassinate them, we don't take casualties. Only they take casualties. So it is backed by hard data and by the battle-hardened Imperial army that we can trust ourselves to perform. We cannot trust them to perform. So that's point one. Point two, you know, you assume that they won't attack because you're in charge. However, going back to the Treaty of Bocton, regardless of who is in power in the Super Republic, you still have a call to assist the Empire should they ask for it. It is stated in the treaty, and by all means implied.
And what does that do for me, since it's a call to the Republic? Again, how does that go into play of me, getting
I'm
hurt
getting
or
there.
taken by them?
I'm happy to express that. So, the reason that applies to you is because regardless of whether or not you allow half of the Republic or just those who want to support the Empire, there will be people, as there already are and will be, who are in the Republic who support the Empire. So, Cat, Gray, River, Rescuer, they may not see you as the person that they want running, despite
and Helen,
supporting you now. They still may
I've been streaming for
feel dismayed
no,
at
I'm sorry,
not
no,
all of
I've
the
been streaming for a
Republic
while
is
now.
supporting them. So who's to say whether or not they would attack and once again accidentally, or maybe not accidentally, attack you in the process? Those are my 2 points.
Though? Why would they give any reason to attack me?
I don't know.
So
As I
are
stated,
you
I
feeding
don't
off
trust-
of paranoia of the fact that I could get hurt?
Should we not, in a scenario where assassinations have, attempted at occurring, be paranoid about that?
I mean, I guess it depends on the person in question. I feel that in the stance that I have, and in multiple words, a hostage situation, as in me, I feel that people would be very wary against hurting the hostage in the sense of 2 cases. Again, they could be against the Empire, and why would they want to hurt somebody that's on their side, right?
As I stated, because you're not fully supporting the idea that no one should support the Empire. In your presidency, at least. In private, you do.
But I'm at least giving support of how they should be able to choose who they want. I'm not restricting them from choosing one side or the other.
Restrictions that only exist because the battles are still occurring and would not if I were president. Because I would end the wars.
How long, though, would that take? Again, we don't know how long that would take.
Like I said,
so.
that is a military topic that cannot be discussed in an open setting. Unless you would like me to infringe on the military abilities of the Republic, the Empire, all of our allies, would you like me to put that all in jeopardy for the debate?
I mean, I feel like you're trying to make it seem like I'm going to be put in jeopardy for the debate when I'm just trying to preach of something neutral.
You will be put in jeopardy, and this is not a neutral issue because the Republic is under the Empire's direct command in this matter.
And I was under the Empire's direct command when Awesome Cat went and assassinated your clone. Yeah, look, I am still here. Awesome Cat did nothing to me, only to the clone.
And as Cat has stated many times, they were in a battle frenzy. In fact, does everyone remember that was a clone and Cat couldn't even tell? Does everyone remember that? They couldn't even tell. So regardless of whether or not they meant to go in there and attack you, which clearly it was meant to attack me, they probably didn't even know you were there. You're just another scientist to them.
Well, Rexz doesn't have any clones of herself, so that wouldn't happen.
Regardless, Cat was in a battle frenzy, so, he had an objective. He went for his objective. He failed his objective. It doesn't have any relation to whether or not he would have gone for you at that point in time, because that was months ago, as you said before.
I mean, I still feel that me or people would not want to do anything to me, and so that paranoia.
And I respect your feelings, and I respect your opinion, but my opinion is otherwise.
This brings me sort of to the follow-up question, which is why I asked the initial question. And this is in relation to, should the other person be elected? Would this would this affect your position towards the Republic? Right? Would your position towards the Republic, Emperor Vader, be affected if Rexz were elected, or Rexz if Emperor Vader were elected? Would this affect your thoughts toward the Republic?
Starting with me.
Yes, we'll start with you.
Now, I just want to remind everyone that I did let Rexz run before. They won. Congratulations.
David, go ahead, give me the question.
So, in regards to directly how I feel about the situation, I wouldn't enjoy the situation because I know they would advocate for letting people choose whether or not to follow the Empire's best wishes for the remainder of the Treaty of Bocton, which, you know, might still be in effect longer if I can't complete these wars. So, yeah, I think it would make me feel a bit, you know, betrayed by the nation who owes me, you know, allegiance. And I think it'd be a bit strange for them to choose that. However, if Rexz were to, you know, support the Empire as David has in his presidential administration, I would have no issue with it because Rexz has run before, and I think they're very capable, as are all members of House Valentine. However, like I said, if they're gonna let everyone just willy-nilly do whatever they want, I think that would be a major issue, and I would have to address that.
Same question to you, Rexz, of course.
I mean, I don't feel like if I cannot win or if I do not win, I don't feel like I am allowed to have a different I don't feel like I'm allowed to be upset at the fact or not that I, you know, that that will be how the Republic will go. Of course, that would be how Noxy runs the election, and he would have runs the Republic, and that's how he, you know, he won fair and square. I mean, I cannot change that. I mean, it's up to, I guess, Noxy at that point. But then if Noxy wants to run the Republic how he does, I can't stop him with that. It's his mind thought and is set. Of course, I am already a person against war, so I would not totally agree. However, the Republic was kind enough to welcome me in when I first came in, so I would not completely abandon them.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your answer. I have a question from the current president of the Republic, President David.
Hi.
Did you like to ask both of you?
Yes. So, my question is relating to the fact that I have seen during the later parts of my administration of this republic, I have seen OMS banners along with signs saying "Join OMS" popping up around the republic. I have, of course, done my best to, you know, put up signs saying that this is a act of treason. But how would you two go about it if you were elected president? How would you two handle this situation?
I want to start with you, Rexz. Go ahead.
I mean, I talked with Shadow actually about this today, and where they wanted me to remove all OMS and put up only Imperial or the Empire propaganda. However, I feel like it would not put us in a neutral stance if we put up one and take down the other. Or I feel like it's either we should allow both to be put up so people could be informed of what sides there are, or neither should be put up. Neither propaganda should be put up, I feel.
But, like, aren't we in technicality not neutral, seeing as how OMS is allied with our current enemy?
The Empire's current enemies, and
OMS is allied with the Woodland Nation, which is currently our enemy in war. Yes or no?
Empire's enemy in war.
No, we are in that war too, Rexz. We have gone over this.
You put the people in the war. I mean,
I remember David winning the presidential election via vote, and should he win by vote, does that not mean that the people stand with joining the wars?
But at that time, was the Woodland Nation a thing? And since then,
Yeah.
I know the Woodland nation didn't even exist until like a month ago.
But still, I had no choice but to, have us go into this war because the Empire called upon our support, and as per the treaty, I had to take us into that war, just so that's out there, But so we are not neutral, and we have no choice but to stay non-neutral. And the OMS is allied with our enemy. How would you go about this? We are not neutral, remember.
I mean, I though as president would want to have us go neutral. So the fact of either taking down OMS and not having Empire propaganda up as well, or having both up, would be for me the neutral point of view in how I would want to partake or take the Republic.
Okay, I believe that question. Nox, did you have a chance to answer that question? I don't think so, right?
I did not. David, can you repeat it real quick?
So there has been propaganda for joining OMS popping up around the Republic. That I have tried my best to, notify the people that that is a act of treason to join the OMS. But how would you go about handling that situation?
So, first of all, David, thank you for coming. Your administration has been wildly successful, and you've been a great president. So how would I go about propaganda? First of all, Rexz, you said that Shadow, who is an ally of the Empire but does not speak for the Empire, said that we should, or rather the Republic should uproot all the OMS propaganda and place only Imperial propaganda. I would first say that there is no Imperial propaganda to be found in the first place, and I would not be putting that there. However, OMS spreading their propaganda around the Republic would not be allowed in my administration, and it should not be allowed in any of them. So, the idea that OMS should be able to freely place flags in a place that they are against, because like David said, you are not a neutral state, that would not be allowed, and it would not occur under my watch.
Okay, thank you very much. Speaking of President David, during President David's term, he had incurred the enmity of a certain Gooford the Green, who, while in the process of constructing the arena on the western side of this nation, thus setting up a sort of disagreement between the two. What is your position regarding the arena and Gooford the Green, should you be elected? Let's start with you, Noxy.
I have no major opinion on it. I think that greenery is very nice. However, the arena is also quite nice. However, I would not be opposed to heavily editing it to be more green friendly and restoring Gooford the Green's forest area. We could always just either move the arena or rebuild it to be a more natural setting to appease Gooford's ancestors or forest or whatever he needs. Regardless, I have no major opinion. I'm willing to work with Gooford in securing his ancestors' peaceful rest.
Okay, and Rexz?
For that situation, I would like to talk with Gooford, see if we could possibly, or see if we can find a nice space, talk with both David and Gooford on this one since it was David's arena, and try to find a nice space for the arena to move into so Gooford can have his forest back, because of course it's his ancestry and his thing, and I don't want his beliefs and his culture to have been ruined by the arena, so we'd be able to move the arena somewhere else so Gooford can gain back his land.
If I may say something.
Yes, of course, Mr. President.
regardless of if the arena is moved or not, the forest is still destroyed. So how will that undo the damage?
We can help replant, so we can help in any way they need.
Right, but then it wouldn't really be the same forest now, would it?
Yeah, but it'd be something better, and we'd show an effort that we're trying to apologize for what happened.
I agree with Rexz here. The damage is done. All we can do is try to appease it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't have destroyed the forest in the first place, Mr. President.
Excuse me, but that forest held no significance until after it had been destroyed.
But you didn't stop until... Oh, no, you just didn't stop even after they were talking about how it was destroyed. You didn't even offer to move it or anything like that.
Afterwards.
No, because by then the damage had already been done. And Goofer the Green has been tormenting me for so long.
I think Rexz doesn't have a whole lot of time left, so is there another, like a last question?
That is actually the last question I wanted to get to, unless there's something that you wanted me to address that I have perhaps missed. But we can move... sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think we can do like closing statements or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go. Otherwise, we're going to move on to closing statements, if that's okay with both of you.
Yes.
Rexz, do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I just want to remind everyone, as I said in my introduction, and I have shown throughout this debate, that the Republic is a part of the Empire currently, and if I am elected, you will regain your sovereign freedom after my term is complete. If that appeals to anyone, you should vote for me. You should also vote for me if you want your economy, your military, minigames, your forests. If you want everything to be improved, vote for me. If you want someone who, you know, says they're going to do one thing and then advocates for the other, vote for Rexz.
Okay, and Rexz, your closing statement.
As I said in my opening statement, I am a person advocating for choices. I want the people to have a say, and that whether it's games they want, what side they want to choose, I want the people to be heard, and I want them to flourish, and I want this community to flourish, and everybody to come together with that. As well with that, just I want to also improve economics. I feel like we can improve economics anyway, and the landscape around here, preservation, and again, protecting the people's choices. Again, as I say, my words, your choice.
Thank you very much, Emperor Noxy, former President Rexz, for joining us on this debate for the presidency of the nation. As I have stated earlier, the presidential poll will go up once the stream is ended. Of course, there is also a third candidate, such Chicken Man, who is not able to join us for this debate, but is also running for the presidency. But that is the only three candidates. It is an approval voting system, so you could vote for anyone that you approve of. You could vote for all three of them. I suppose theoretically you could also vote for none of them, but then I don't know why you would even bother voting at all. I guess you could just, I guess, express your disapproval. I am sure, though, that with the election, we will have a new era for the Republic, and that I look forward to the prosperity that will follow no matter who is elected. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this debate, and we will see you at the polls this weekend. Take care.
May
Yes.
Rexz and I have the stage for a moment?
Absolutely,
for an announcement?
yeah. I'll stand next to the president. You guys can have the stage. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kevin. So, how do you
yeah.
think that...
So Rexz and I have an event planned to, you know, bring everyone together, and also to... Rexz, would you like to take it away?
Me and Senshi are planning to renew our vows on the 19th of February, which is in like 4 days.
3 days.
Noxy allowed us 3 days. But Noxy allowed us to, since they ruined our wedding, to be able to redo our vows and reunite us again.
Wow, that sounds very nice and awesome. A nice vow renewal, some support from the Empire and everything, just to make up for the Red Wedding. So that sounds absolutely wonderful.
We are also going to be having a ball as a celebration afterwards.
Oh, so everyone should dress nicely and work on their dancing skills. Am I right?
Yep.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We didn't get to have a dance after our wedding.
Well, now you better make sure that you choose the song that you you want to dance to with Senshi. You know, what's it called? The first dance song? I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, now you can't say that. You can't blame me for Whitecliff anymore because I'm letting you have another go at it. Don't mess it
Well,
up.
I can blame you until we do it.
All right, I just want to remind everyone as well that Rexz just thought it was in 4 days and not 3. So if you want a good economy, vote me. Ah!
I mean, my word's your choice. I mean, from today it would be 4 days if you include today. So I mean,
That's like
I was right there.
that's like resurrection Easter kind of thinking. Like if you count 3 days.
Yeah.
We could
Wait,
we could call it the purple wedding, because it's Rexz wears purple, and also, the Emperor has purple as one of their colors.
Aha.
Yeah, so you get it?
Aha.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I like it.
yeah, distinguish it from the red wedding, of course.
Also, like the remember that little secret book I threw Barry when we had that meeting about how to bring the Empire and stuff and the Republic together?
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of relating to this agreement.
Oh, the secret that you've been keeping
Right.
from us this entire time for like the last 4 weeks.
On that note, the Empire's got to go. We've got things to plan.
Okay, very well. Farewell. Stay. Goodbye, everyone. There goes the security detail.
Come on, Rexz.
Dang, I didn't want to go.
Oh,
Hey,
too bad.
who shot at me?
Hey,
Uh oh.
can we have someone deal with that?
Shoot.
All right, let's head back to the capital.
Well, that was a close call.
See, that proves
Thanks,
that
Kevin.
Rexz is in danger.
Bye.
They were also trying to shoot at Noxy.
Oh wait, could we just take a moment? I gotta show you
I
guys
ran to a bush
something
because I
I'm
was in
very proud
F5. Sorry.
I gotta show you guys a creation I'm very proud of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where are you, David?
I'm over here, Kevin.
I see. Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Wait, we gotta wait for Mira.
Come on, yeah.
Mira's making her way over.
Yeah.
Oh, lady.
Mira, to your right this way.
Yeah, here. Oh yeah, while we're walking on this path, please make sure to notice the wanted Goofer the Green signs, because Goofer the Green is a wanted criminal.
I don't notice any wanted
Wait.
goo for the green
I would
sides.
get a
A
word.
wanted criminal.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't see any signs.
I see some signs.
Oh, no.
There's one right here.
Oh, there you go. Wanted. Okay, there you go.
I didn't know they were an enemy.
Have you considered putting not black on
Not in
purple?
purple,
It's kind
yeah.
of hard to read.
That's why I have the one.
Come on, let's go.
Catches your attention and then you want to read more. Kind of like how on TikTok people just, in the start they just capture your attention. But anyways,
Someone get
so
a word.
we all know the old Senate building that was built, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose we're not using it anymore.
Yes, exactly. Which is why I made some very, very small changes to it. If those are no, someone removed it. No,
Uh-oh.
someone removed it. I had built this and I was very proud of it. Does anyone have a single piece of dripstone?
Uh, No.
Where have you where has Dabby disappeared to?
I was so proud of this creation of mine.
What did you make?
It worked. Oh, nothing too bad.
Oh,
crap.
God, no.
It's a trap.
Not a trap.
David.
Just,
sure
you
about
know.
that?
We all know what it is. We all know what it is, David.
But so the idea is you'd have a piece of dripstone at the bottom, and you know whoever has been acting a little naughty within the Republic would be put up here, and whee!
Oh, so it's like a mousetrap.
We all know what this
Now,
is
of course, it
for,
can't kill
right?
someone who is in armor, but if they were to be in full survival, no armor, then they'd most likely die.
That is incredibly silly.
Is this a trap for Gooford the Green?
Oh no, I already tried with Gooford the Green. With Gooford the Green, I gotta have something quicker.
Maybe you should
Right.
just make
I'm
peace
a
with
like
Gooford the
sniper.
Green.
Yeah, decapitation.
I can't believe that this is what you decided to convert the Senate building into.
Oh, that's awesome.
Of all the
And
things.
this is called the tube. Just the tube. It's the tube.
Well, it certainly is.
Yeah.
In any
You know,
case, the Empire is going to be on our way now. Farewell.
Farewell.
What was that? What would that?
Okay. David, was there something we were gonna do also? No. That you told me, David.
Oh yeah.
David.
I know we kind of tried that last time, didn't we?
Yeah, David.
We ended up kind of trying that last time, and you know the goof for the green was in captivity. You know, after teleporting away when I tried to have him shoved off the castle.
So is that a yes or a no?
What?
Even after your term is over, David, you're still trying.
No, my term isn't over just yet. I still got a good what is it? 3 days?
Yeah, you got 3 days. Yeah, that's about right. 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. And with those 2 or 3 days, I am going to do things, and I'm going to do things.
Okay.
Like find all traitors and shove them down the tube.
Okay. That sounds violent and unnecessary.
Hello, Wing.
I mean, you know, they're just, you know, friendly merchants that want to, you know, give you their goods in exchange for services.
I said traitors.
I know you said traders. That's what I said.
With traitors. With a hard T. You know, spelled Traitors.
Well, just because they're selling you, you know, things that for high prices doesn't make them,
No.
rebels.
I'm not talking about traders that are like merchants. I'm talking about traitors, people who betray the Republic.
Has anyone really
Treason.
betrayed the Republic, though?
Anyone who joined OMS, you know, as I said, that's an act of treason.
To betray the Republic, you would have to like be part of the Republic, and then you'd have to change sides.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who was part of the Republic and then changed to OMS, that's an act of treason.
So basically, you are very much against treason. You're against anyone that changes sides from the Republic.
Exactly.
Okay.
Specifically to the allies of our enemies, or our enemies, of course.
No, I got that. I understand. I get what you're saying.
Like, I wouldn't mind if someone changed from the Republic Zoo to Jay's Kingdom. You know that Jay's a good guy, but or if someone changed from the Republic to Red's Kingdom, Randay's place. You know.
No, yeah.
But
yeah.
if someone were to change to Woodland Nation or OMS, now that's I can't stand for that.
What if they change over to side with Goofer the Green?
Oh, that's
We all know. We all know.
immediately. I've already, written this down in announcements. Anyone affiliated with Goofer the Green or his wizard friends, Junker the Silly, or well, I don't know
Boy
if
123.
Grumbly Rob has become a full-fledged wizard yet, but anyone affiliated with them are enemies of the Republic.
You know.
As I
What about-
stated in my message.
What about Goofy Boy 123?
Oh, that's a different person entirely.
Oh,
You know,
really?
a lot of people do want
Okay.
to become wizards, because it's kind of cool, magic and all that.
Well, they don't need to become wizards under Gruford. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
There's other ways to achieve being a wizard.
are there other ways of becoming wizards? I'm not aware of them.
You can become a political wizard, have a way with words.
I guess you could be a chess wizard. Ha!
Yes.
That would just be too funny. I don't think that's the kind of wizard that Goofer the Green is.
See, now, Goofer the Green is a nature wizard, right? But, like, what if we had someone be an industrial wizard? Cranking out Fords.
Industrial wizards.
Exactly.
I suppose.
But regardless, Goofer the Green is a dangerous criminal.
Is Goofer the Green a dangerous criminal, or
Yes, a dangerous criminal.
or do you just think that Goofer the Green is a dangerous criminal?
He is a dangerous criminal.
Have you?
He once shrunk my beautiful tail that you can see on the back of my skin here. He once shrunk it. But after a certain amount of time, it grew back.
It just looks like you got a rip in your shirt.
What?
It looks like you got.
It's not a shirt.
shirt.
It's a metal sheet.
You got a rip in your metal sheet. You want me to sew that?
No, it's not a rip in my metal sheet. Gotta notice the details, Shadow. Yeah,
Okay.
he once shrunk my tail, and then it grew back, of course, after some time because the spell wore off. But he still shrunk it.
No,
was humiliating.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like messing with people's tails. It's like what what Hagrid did to Dudley Dursley in Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He humiliated me.
Yeah, but that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's
In
good
front
to
of
know.
Glorborfs and
Oh, look,
Glimdan.
we got some campaign propaganda here for Rexz. It's your
Been
words,
a while
your
since no one
choice.
hung up
Oh, it's Rexz.
propaganda.
Yeah, always good to get some people for voting her. So yeah, we got. It's gonna be an interesting election between Rexz and Noxy. I'm really curious who's gonna win. We'll get those votes going, and we'll see what happens, because it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be a crazy.
Hello, Kevin.
That's me.
Oh, Reaper. Who? Wait, Reaper.
Yes, that was Reaper.
I'm
It's
Kevin.
Reaper.
I'm Kevin.
I'm right now waiting for job edition to boot up. Might be on the Loft here soon.
You better explain whose computer.
I'm right now going under my mom's computer.
Well, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. well, welcome in. Okay, well, that was our debates, guys. We had fun times. We're going to be the next stream. The next stream is going to be in 3 days, the 19th. That's going to be a Monday. That's going to be a Monday. It's going to be at 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me check that. Let me check that time. Make sure I'm not giving you guys the wrong time, because that would be pretty embarrassing.
Wait, what time?
And that's going to be the ball and the wedding renewal vows of Rexz and Senshi.
And
Okay.
Senshi.
So I recommend you guys be there. It's gonna be pretty exciting event. Make sure you wear your best. Make sure you wear like your best clothes. I recommend something that you would wear
finest attire.
to a formal event, very formal event, right? So tuxes, suits, dresses, your finest clothing, because of course this is going to be a very very nice event. So make sure you dress well. You might want to bring something to help celebrate the event. Food or gifts. It's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. And also, of course, just be ready for some fun times. Work on your dancing, right? Your standard ballroom dances. There's probably,
like this.
There's probably videos. Yeah, you could do that too. You could spin to win.
And Kevin, I must say I can tell you are already dressed for the occasion. Your suit is looking mighty fine.
I am. Thank you. So that's gonna be fun. And Zen, you would have to talk to the lore masters about that. But theoretically, I suppose that's a possibility. So if you want to go join the Discord, Zan, and talk to our lore masters. If you don't know who they are, you can feel free to contact me, and I can point you in the right direction. But yeah, that's an interesting kind of storyline you proposed there. Okay, but guys, seriously, it's gonna be a big fun event this Monday. I highly recommend you be there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. For a lot of you guys, you might not have school or work or anything because it's President's Day in the United States. For some of you guys, it's like ski week or something, so you don't have the whole week off anyway. So it's gonna be fun times, and we're gonna take a whole advantage of that. It's gonna be a great stream. I highly recommend you be there because also that would be when the present results should be out. The present results should be out. I could maybe announce that a little bit beforehand. And we'll see. And since it's both Noxy and Rexz and maybe Sus Chickenman will all be there, right? We'll be able to sell it. We'll have the president inaugural address right at the beginning, maybe. We'll see. So yeah, that'll be exciting times. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you're looking forward to it as well. I really do hope that you're looking forward to it as well because it's going to be phenomenal. Okay. But thank you guys. We're going to do the end screen. We're going to do the thank you end screen, and then we're going to go raid a friend of ours named Mad. So just go ahead and just give her lots of love and awesomeness. She's from Canada. So if any of you guys like Canada, which some of you may do, give her a follow and such. But thank you guys for being here. Okay, and I will see you later. Thank you. See you on Monday. Don't forget to vote. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.